We're in that part of the pandemic where it's okay to go out, but it still feels kind of weird. So how has the ever-evolving dating landscape changed since the early days? Joining us to talk about this, local professional matchmaker with It's Just Lunch San Francisco, Kelly Numair. Kelly, it has been a minute since I've seen you. It was last July when we were talking about vax traps. So the world has changed a couple of times since I talked to you since then. So obviously, we've had this Omicron surge. That is, fortunately, it looks like coming to an end. So what has business been like as a matchmaker over, the past couple of months?
You know what? Relationships are something that has made it to the resolution list. And 2022 singles are really focused on that. Last year, we actually saw a surge in dating as the last couple of years have been really uncertain, and now they've made a decision to move forward, make this year the year to achieve their relationship goals.
Are you finding that people who are looking for a match are still very concerned about COVID, or is that something that they've put to the side because they want to date, obviously?
It's actually becoming a thing of the past. My clients that are joining here with It's Just Lunch, the conversations that I'm having with them right now is that they are ready to get from out behind a screen and meet in person. There's nothing quite like going out on a date, meeting that person and feeling that chemistry and that connection. And clients are definitely ready for that now.
Now, I've been talking to a very close friend of mine who is single. I won't mention any names, but she says that, now that more people are getting back out there and they're getting on the apps, what she's finding is the people on the apps are just as ratchet and flaky as they ever were. Nothing's changed about that. So, so for people who are discovering that, like, COVID didn't change the apps. What does having a matchmaker do that they can't really do for themselves?
When you hire a matchmaker, you are dating men and women that are invested in finding someone for a long-term relationship. So when you're dating someone that has skin in the game and their intentions are pure and true and sweet and genuine, then you're cutting out all the game playing. Emotional maturity is something that has made it to the top of the list. In fact, there was a survey last year that says that emotional maturity has become more important than physical appearance. So singles really want to date someone that is grounded and comfortable in their own skin and can bring a sense of security to the relationship. We all want that.
That is very interesting. Okay, so for someone who is ready to do this, but they might have been in hibernation for a little bit, do you have any advice for that single who is still, a little shy, both from COVID, modifications to their lives, but also because they've been out of the game?
Yeah. I have spoken to people that have gotten a little down about dating. They've been a little bit out of practice. Love yourself. Get to the salon, get to the spa, go work out, feel good about yourself, take care of you, be really positive and confident. When you're dating and you're taking care of yourself and you're positive and you're confident, it's kind of sexy and it's going to set you up for long-term success. So get yourself into a really positive mindset and take good care of yourself. Love yourself.
And I do have one last question, because I know just in my own friendships, when I'm talking to folks, they're tired of talking about COVID. So when someone launches immediately into the COVID conversation, they're done. That they talk about all day at work, they talk about with their families, so they do not want to be in a social setting to talk about COVID. Do you think that COVID should be off the list on a date?
I do. You want to focus on fun things like, what do you love to do for fun, travel, your passions, your hobbies, your interests. It's such a negative topic, and dating is supposed to be light and fun. And when you're on a date, you want to have a good time. COVID is definitely off limits.
So COVID and also the 49ers loss. Those are two things. Let's
Oh
just
no, I
avoid.
know.
Avoid it. Keep it positive, keep it light, keep it flirty, keep it sexy.
Right.
It's very good seeing you. Thanks so much. I know
It's
it's
so
been a
good to
while.
see you. Thank you for having me.